Hello, ladies of EDU220. I hope this finds you well. And I'm just going to start by reviewing the things that we talked about last week. I was so happy to see you all and to talk about just the different modalities in which you can engage students. So, thinking about maybe showing a video or um, looking at books in different formats, large ebooks that you might be able to project in the classroom, and just giving exposure to students of the whole reading experience, whether that be audio, visual, so that you engage students at much deeper levels and in different ways. And we had a visit from the librarian, which I hope you appreciated. ND2L in the announcements is a resource that she shared with me to share with you. So I hope you get good use of that and are starting to think about different ways of selecting text. This week, you were to read chapters 7 through 9 in children's books in children's hands and take quiz 3 in D2L. I'll be expecting that those two attempts will be done by the first, and also that you have revised your lesson plan. Notice I've graded some already that were in D2L, but if you posted yours before class and want to make some revisions to it, by all means, please do so. Remember in that lesson plan to think about how you might include some writing for whatever stage your students are in, and how you might also consider a multimodal approach, as well as, and this isn't written here, but it's really important, thinking about all the learners in your classroom. So those students who might be emerging in the skill that you are focusing on, as well as those students who have expertise already in that skill. So, what are you going to do to move those novice students? But what also are you going to do to further engage those experts? Those experts in the class are usually those students who we forget about and use them as teachers instead of moving them ahead in their own knowledge. So, please consider that as you write your lesson plans, and I look forward to reading them and getting you feedback on that as soon as possible. Think going back and thinking about that lesson plan, here is what the module says in D2L. So I would encourage you to go over this because after you've written that lesson plan and gotten feedback from me, you'll be teaching that lesson plan in the field. So as you teach that lesson plan, here's the reflection that you will put into the student observation assignment Dropbox. So what worked? What changes would you make? What did you learn overall? And how did the students respond? Did you see or have any connection to those issues and trends that you guys did slides on a couple of weeks ago? And the instructional recommendations could be made based on what you did in the field. And then it asks you to interview each student, and I really don't want you to interview each student. If you interview 3 students, that's really fine with me. And take notes on what they have to say. Even the young students can offer you some really good feedback in this regard. I would also encourage you just to make sure that you are really thoughtful in that response. And there is a tool called Grammarly that you can install on your computer. It's Grammarly, and that tool will catch grammar mistakes. I use it quite often and catches my mistakes. And I think it's just a good tool to get you in the habit of just editing your work. If there are any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out to me. Looking forward to seeing you all on the 7th.